Yuri, get EMTs up here, fast!
We're trying.
Oh. So, what? Like, you see it in the comics as you like see when I did through the like as I was mashing the buttons to basically save the people.
More rockets? A little excessive, don't you think?
Rocket. Go.
What? Is it National Rocket Day or something?
That's actually a good question. Why the hell are they firing the rockets in here? Right. Okay. So you're supposed to... trying to remember this. So you dodge. And then you do it. Gotcha. So why is it they always showcase Spider-Man having to lift up, like, always lifting up, like, rubble or pieces of things? Because it's... I know what they're doing. It's supposed to...
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
Not represent. There was this one scene in a comic, in one of the Spider-Man comics, where it was... Spider-Man gets trapped, I think, either in Dr. Octopus's or,
Must be somewhere ahead.
what, either Dr. Octopus or Green Goblin's underwater base. Stuff collapses on him, and basically he's lifting it up and trying to push it off of him, and all of a sudden it's basically so heavy, but he still manages to do it.
We were just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
So was this...
Heads up, boss.
So is this the same guys that were down there earlier? Okay, so how do I do this again? Web strike. All right, yep, okay.
So you guys were in bed with Fisk all along? Oh no, I'll never get that image out of my head.
Take him out!
So your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face.
There we go.
Hey Yuri, looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news is, they were Willie's last line of defense. I'm right outside his office.
Take him down, now.
With pleasure.
Whoops. Open the door.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the
Last thing
hyphen
I
between
remember
Spider
about
and
Wilson Fisk, because
Get
I'm
the
not sure if
job
he's appeared.
I won't be long.
Like, I know last time I saw him, he was in Daredevil, but that was about it. But
Your foolishness.
mostly I remember him wearing like a white suit with, I think, purple pants. Like, I'll throw up an image of what I'm referring to, but I think that's the last time I saw him, right?
80 years of this insolence.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have.
But is there 2 or 4 of them?
Gotta wait for an opening.
No, there's 2 of them. Whoop.
It's reloading.
Wrecking your shit, and also feels like you're wasting money here. There we go.
How is this happening?
What's wrong, Willie? You seem
Also,
angry.
if he's been doing this for 8 years, wouldn't he be, what is it, the most, well, not experienced, but he would at least know Spider-Man's tactics.
Could be an opening.
Oh, no, web strike. Back off. Ooh. Oh wait, no, this is a cutscene, so this is different. And yeah, that's also the other thing too. I'm just gonna call him Kingpin or Fisk, whichever one I prefer.
Everything that's wrong with this city.
He's not a metahuman. He's not using technology to be super strong.
say the same
He's
to you.
just abnormally strong and just bulky. Okay,
Kick it up enough.
I don't. No,
there we go.
I can handle
That's
myself.
so it's ooh.
Imbecile. Where are the reinforcements?
Just gonna keep on doing finishes on him. There we go, we got to another cutscene. Also, I can't remember, I think Spider-Man does have a healing factor, but not great. Not on the level of Wolverine or Deadpool's, but he does have a minor healing factor. Now you could say, well, yeah, because you've been using the healing factor part of it, like as part of gameplay, but depending on the situation, he does have somewhat of a healing factor, but as I said, not as great as Wolverine's and
We
Deadpool's,
kiss now?
which Deadpool has
Maybe later.
a greater healing factor than Wolverine, though I think that depends on continuity too. Also, here's another thing. They have giant ass cuffs on Fisk, yet he's probably capable of breaking out of them unless they're made of adamantium.
Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience.
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this
I
city.
thought there was a guy glitching there.
1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
The Kingpin is heading to prison. End
Good.
of an era. I feel like I should celebrate. Maybe take a vacation.
Okay, yeah, I sort of remember this now. So basically, if you web launch yourself,
Parker,
you
where are
can
you? The committee will be here soon. We need to run an equipment check.
I'm almost there.
you get.
Blocks away.
So if I do this
Guess I'll just
properly,
do it myself.
No, don't. It's not safe.
so hang on, I'll try and do it here. Give me a sec.
Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets
Yeah.
him into trouble. Better get there before he hurts himself.
So if you do a perfect, there it is. Hold L3 to dive. Yeah, so you get a speed boost by just simply doing that. I'm also going to do this. I'm going to switch around. For each mission, I'll switch around to a different suit. So, yeah. So now we're in the damaged suit. Which is... Oh. There we go.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Foreshadowing / symbolism.
You started without me.
The grant committee's director will be here soon.
Yes, that's
It's
Dr.
fine,
Octavius.
Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
And no, this is...
Power damper.
He's not a reformed Dr. Octopus. He hasn't become that yet, so...
Oh, man. Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Everything is sparking and exploding. Aborting is probably the best thing before you hurt yourself.
Hold on. Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
Yeah, and they picked the best time to show up.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a certain viewpoint, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next phase.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter. But we'll talk later.
So, at the top of my head, I know that in some continuity,
That was a disaster.
Dr. Octavius
The dampener have failed.
is Peter's hero
Doc said
in
take
terms
the
of
day off,
science,
but I have to figure out what went wrong.
in terms of the science and everything. And like, I remember, I think it was in the radioactive,
You are in bad shape, little guy.
in the 90s Spider-Man, that he visited Peter's school and everything, and that's sort of what inspired him to be a scientist. Also, if he could move his arm a bit more, he'd be giving us, this robot dude would be giving us a fist bump.
Let's see what's wrong with you.
So that is what I remember at the top of my head. But also, I think it was also Dr. Connors, aka the Lizard, that did the same thing too, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, basically, like, inspired Peter to also be a scientist, but I think it was mostly Dr. Octavius.
Circuit burned out. Damn it. If I had been here to do the pre-check, I would have caught this.
Alright, so with this, we need to create a... whoops. We need to create a stable circuit, which isn't really that hard. I kind of like doing these, so... And usually they give you enough parts to do it.
Okay, need to reroute servo control.
And they're also sort of like introducing that power can only go one way in this little thing, so I kind of... And also give us the components to do this, so... that. This. So yeah, we can't do it this way, so move it. Actually, remove that one. We're gonna use this one instead. There we go.
Nice. Okay, what next?
And again, there's an option to skip this, but
Now
see how we do.
rebalance the voltage.
And now we're being introduced to voltage. So we got pluses and negatives. So what is this? So we need 3. So +2, -1, +1. We got the target, and now we just need to do this, and boom. Oh, whoops. Control voltage, my bad. There we go.
Finished. Let's see if that worked. Good as new.
Yeah. Now, if we had another arm, we could probably dab. Or do some minor dance moves with this arm. But at least we get a bro fist. Or a fit. Or fist bump. Whatever you want to call it.
Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
Yeah. So there's little bits and pieces left around here, so we'll...
We're trying to improve the prosthetics hardware.
Ah,
I should review what Doc's been developing and double-check his work.
right, yeah. So we got these here, and main reason to do them is XP plus research research badges, which honestly we don't need because we've already unlocked everything.
I think we've got samples of every type of prosthetic in existence. Our first volunteer subject, Lance Corporal Texidor. Lost his arm overseas and now just wants to hug his daughter again.
That is... The name does not sound familiar. He might be a character, but if in editing I come up with anything, then yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know if he's actually someone important. Here we go.
Doc's made huge breakthroughs his whole career, but he's always been upstaged, usually by Oscorp. This time, it's going to be different.
Very much doubt it.
Graduation. Feels so long ago. I interned for Doc in college. He made me realize I could do as much good for the world in a lab coat as I could in tights. Maybe more.
God, he looks so... Octavius looks so different, but I think that's just because of the picture.
How many lab fires have we seen now, Otto? 3? 4?
That's how you know we're progressing. Out of the ashes of failure, great science is born.
Don't think Dr. Octavius's optimism has ever been shaken.
Also, if there is a bunch of fires, at the very least you know what caused... You can potentially figure out what's caused them, and you can solve them. And prevent them in the future. Only you can prevent science fires.
Peter, thank you again for doing these blind reviews. Peer review is the backbone of great science. You know, as we've prepped for the upcoming fitting, I felt an itch in the back of my brain. Is this really the best method of limb replacement? Silly, I know, but I keep thinking, might there be another way?
Is there anything else around here we want to look at?
Wonder if I could 3D print a web shooter. Can't believe I've never tried that.
Especially seeing how the technology for that hasn't been around that much. Alright, this is the other, whatchamacallit.
Doc was testing a new contact material for the prosthetic.
Yeah, this is the other little thing they have you doing. It's just basically match up with whatever thing they have here. Match the picture and also try to get the same. Does that make sense?
Hydrogel polymer composite. Strong, but there's a lot of impedance. Better tell Doc to keep looking for other materials.
And we can do those too.
All right. I should get out of here before I screw things up for Doc even more.
I think this offers the same thing. You get you get XP and science tokens. So I'm actually gonna double check something. I know I've probably seen this. Yeah. There's no point in getting the tokens because we're pretty much upgraded everything. We don't need... I think the only thing we do when we get XP... Yeah, we can still get XP, but the problem is just that it just goes towards whatever we get, and also it only levels up our stuff a little bit. So, yeah. Alright, let's boogie on out.